This is Devin Kraft from the Science Faction Podcast. You're listening to the BS Podcast Network. Enjoy the show.
This is the Magic Our Way Podcast with my mutants, Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. They're cut above the rest, bub. You're the best there is at what you do. And what you do is pretty nice.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way Podcast. They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You're listening to the Magic Our Way Podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff, and this is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us. Falcon and Winter Soldier is what we are discussing today. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
And on this show, we follow the Disney concept of edutainment, where we focus on your entertainment, and along the way, you just might learn a thing or two.
Hey.
And as always, to join in our discussion, we have our resident comic genius from ivorycomics.com, Mr. Eli Ivory. Hey, Eli.
Hey, Kevin.
What's going on, Eli?
Oh, just another day to be truly magical and whatnot. How y'all doing out there?
It's the weekend. Have mercy.
Oh, please.
Hey, man, welcome.
Hey, oh, it was a pleasure to be here with you guys. Yes, sir.
It was a pleasure to be with you, too.
Yes. I mean, I'm loving talking some Disney, and, you know, it's a good Saturday, feeling creative.
And we're talking some Marvel today, even better.
I always love to talk some Marvel.
Disney
always.
And Marvel. How about that?
It's the best thing short of peanut butter and banana bread.
What? Double down and happiness there.
That's it. That's a lot of happiness.
That's great.
That's
It's
it.
very Elvis of you.
Yes.
Peanut butter and banana
I
bread.
want
Huh?
to be quite unique, like this show will be. That's it.
Unique.
Unique, Monique.
Unique and Monique.
Monique.
that's right.
Monique.
Two shoes.
It's two shoes.
And speaking of unique, we got our resident travel agent from Magical Moments Vacations, the Shaggy TA, Lee Lastavica. Hey, Lee.
How's it going, man? I'm excited to talk about this Marvel movie, although I will admit, like, when y'all said Winter Soldier, us Texans got a little PTSD over here. Like, I don't want to talk about winter nothing.
I'm over winter.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for spring, summer. Let's go.
Cool, man. So make sure, guys, Mohicans, that you are subscribed to us on YouTube, as great things will be coming your way starting right now. And if you're ready to subscribe to us, you probably already know that. But you can now see us do our thing on YouTube, and we will definitely be posting different segments, shows, and whatnot on the YouTube page, starting, and it's going to be more than just the static image audio thing that we've been doing. We'll still do that, too, for those that like to listen to the audio podcast through that particular medium. But you also get to see our faces, like video. I mean, you get to see, like, Eli and his beautiful smile. And you get to see Danny with his beautiful smile.
My infectious.
His infectious.
It's all beautiful.
No, not
infectious.
Infectious just sounds... Ugh.
Sound like there's a soul that should be there.
Infectious smile.
Yeah.
Like you just stare at my smile for days.
And just all caught up in the glaze.
You get to see my smile. It's going to be great.
Yes.
And you can see Lee's sideways smile. It'll be great.
All it. All the power of the smile.
I just caught that.
Yeah.
Man, they don't call me the Shaggy TA for nothing.
That's it.
Oh, man. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. If you go there right now, you will see a video of us talking about what you're going to hear on this show, The Falcon and Winter Soldier, kind of like a little review of the first episode, just like we did with WandaVision. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to us. Comment. We'd love to hear from you guys as always. And now you can not only hear us, but see us do our thing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We hope.
We hope, yeah. So look, my weekends, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're talking Falcon and Winter Soldier. So enough of our jibber jabber. Let's go discuss some awesome Marvel magic.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin.
And here we are in guest services, and this is a segment in which we get to service you, the listener. And first up, we have an email from Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte, how you doing? And she says, hello, Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. This is Charlotte from Pennsylvania again. I just wanted to say hello again and say thank you for giving me my Disney fix when I can't safely get to any of the parks. When everyone is vaccinated and it is safe to travel, my family and I are going to Disney parks and New Orleans. New Orleans has been on my list for years, and I can't wait. All the drinks and the dinner are on me.
Get out of here.
Huh?
Hell yes.
Charlotte, we got
what?
expensive taste, Charlotte.
She said New Orleans has been on her list for years, and she can't wait. And she says all the drinks and dinner are on her.
All the dinner.
All the dinner.
And the drink.
All the drinks.
If we big dudes,
I would
Charlotte.
look,
This ain't no people that just eat kale and call it a full
like,
stomach.
you will have no 401k by the time we're done, Charlotte. I'm just saying.
Yeah, look, Charlotte, when I hear free meal, I don't eat for 2 weeks prior to the free meal. I just should know that out of fairness.
Yes. So that's great. Definitely looking forward to that. And she continues on in the mail. She says, look, if you ever need show topics or info, my husband and I got married at Disney.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm a vegetarian, so perhaps I can offer some advice and questions of that nature regarding those particular topics.
We always need show topics because, half the guys in the show suck at that.
That's it.
But,
And that would be interesting, especially talking about getting married at Disney and vegetarian. None of us are vegetarians
I
here.
have not got married at Disney before.
You've never got married, and you're not a vegetarian.
I'm definitely not a vegetarian.
you dated a vegetarian.
Yes, I have.
Your daughter's
My daughter's a vegan,
Vegan.
but then
Vegan.
sometimes a vegetarian and sometimes a pescatarian.
So
but never
then-
a Presbyterian. There's a lot of tarians.
Praise Jesus.
Amen. But yeah, that sounds cool.
yeah, that's definitely two things that we've never done.
Yeah, no, seriously, like if she comes down here, we're gonna have to brainstorm and figure out what would be some good New Orleans vegan restaurants to take her to.
Oh, I know at least. Oh, vegetarian. She's vegetarian, so they may not
Vegetarian.
full out vegan. So
Yeah,
we have a little more options.
Okay.
I
But
do
it's got to
know
be a
one.
mix. It's got to be
Yeah.
a mix because, I know my daughter had me go to this place, Seed, that was completely vegan. Seed. First of all, that's a terrible name for a restaurant.
Seed?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that like
That's a really bad name for a strip club, too.
Oh yeah, yes. You do not want to see the dancers coming out of there. But yeah, I'm not a.
I thought it was ship's wheel.
Well, it's Scuttlebutt. That's a tough name here. For
Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's all. Oh, sorry.
Come
my
on,
bad.
slide L. Coming to the stage. Yeah, right on the interstate. Easy access.
Yeah.
Parking in the rear.
Hey, you know,
As Charlotte changes her plans,
we're not taking you there, but no, Seed is
No.
totally vegan. That's totally vegan. I've
Okay.
been there before. As I understand it, that's good vegan
Shia would be
Shia
awesome.
would be
food.
good. Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
We'll take her to Shia.
There's
Yeah,
Benich.
Shia's
Benichin's
good.
a really good West African place that has awesome vegetarian options, which is
Yeah.
great. I love that place.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll take care of you, girl.
Yeah.
And she ends.
And
her-
that goes for everybody who wants to come down here
Yes.
to New Orleans.
And pay for our meals.
Yes, and pay for our meals. Oh, that is the most important element of it.
Oh, we'll hook
And if
you
you
up.
pay to fly Lee Lastavica in, you could have the whole Magic Our Way experience.
lap
You
dance
ain't got to
included.
pay me. Just let me know in advance so I can switch my calendar up.
There you go.
And we don't even do that.
We've had quite an illustrious list of
Right.
fans
Yes.
that have come by and
Civil
have eaten with
fans,
us. So
absolutely.
it's a thing.
Yes.
It will happen. It can
You know,
happen.
we should have been doing is like we should be having the people who come in like sign a wall or something like that. So
Oh,
we
that's
have
a
like
great idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
at least
yeah.
sign the fridge, and we would have had like a running list of all the different Mohicans that have been in the studio.
I
Maybe we
like
can start that. Yeah, I guess the furthest person would be Keith. But that's a good idea. I think
I
that's a
like-
good idea.
I like
We'll start
that.
the Mohican wall in the studio.
Yes.
I like that.
That'd be great. And then every time we do video podcasts, y'all can see your names up there and look for your signatures
That's
while
right.
you're watching our videos. That's
Let's
great.
build a wall, all of us.
Build a wall.
together. Yeah, no, let's not do
No.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and she finishes her email with this. She says, "I would love to give back to the MOW community when I can, since you have given so much to me and my family. Thanks again for everything and all the laughs that are absolutely essential right now."
Oh wow,
That's very
That's
kind.
awesome, yeah.
That's very kind of. Thank you for laughing.
yes. Not too many people get us, so thank you for getting us.
Yes.
because we try to give our gift of laughter to many people, and they're just like,
Get out.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just a bunch of New Orleans guys,
Yeah.
so not everybody understands us, New Orleans.
Right.
Trying to make my dates laugh, and they're like, I only want you for one date. You're mine. And so
only your mind.
Your mind and your money,
I
and
was
your money
trying
and
to
your
be
mind.
nice, but yeah.
And your money.
I was like, I got humor too. So
And your
yeah,
mind.
thank you for and your
Yes.
mind.
No,
the-
that's look. Thank
that's
you
the
so
amount of
much.
humor.
That's what. Look, that keeps us going.
absolutely.
Because Lord knows, no one's getting rich doing this.
Oh no, no! I think the hole in my shoe got bigger as time went on with this pandemic.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It talked to me the other day, like, when you gonna close me out? Like, I don't know. I have to get some humor first. But I ain't paid like that.
So
All
we
I got
love
is humor. But
How did we get on to this?
I have no idea.
Oh, we were talking about we were talking about
Thank
taking
you,
her to
Charlotte.
eat.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah.
That's humor.
how she wants to give back to the MOW community because of what
Oh, please give
all they
back.
have, yes.
Yes. Because seriously, like me and Eli have gotten into escape games lately, and it's an expensive habit.
Oh my God.
those are fun, man. I like
Yeah,
escape
So
rooms.
addicting.
Escape rooms are
Crack
fun.
would have been less expensive if Eli and I would have gotten to crack.
Oh,
But
my God.
There's some on my side of the lake. Y'all should come.
Yeah.
But no, Eli and I have okay. So to bring this back to Disney, we're going to be doing. E and I are going to be doing a Midnight Madness type of game where you got to go around the city solving clues.
Oh, cool.
Who's next?
And who's next? We got a text message. Yes, you guys, you can send us a text message at our number, 1-815-MOWEEKEND. That's 1-815
Mo Weekend.
669-4226. And we'll get those text messages and we will respond.
Yes, we will.
So this one.
If we see it.
If we see it, yes. Yeah,
That's the problem. If we don't see it, if you don't hear us say it, anything about it in the first two shows,
text us again.
we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Text us again. Yeah,
Yeah, text
that's
again.
exactly what happened because we're desperate for material here.
Yeah, there's usually a little delay because
Yes.
it's not any of our numbers, so we have to actually log into that to see it.
Exactly.
Yes, but we will get to it, and this is one of the ones I'm happy to have received. And
Oh, good.
I'll leave this one kind of unnamed, anonymous, just because I don't want to get in trouble with the company.
No, don't.
And the reason why is because of what I'm about to read. It says, "Hey Kevin, I hope you are well. I'm sorry for messaging you late, but I want to let you guys know that today I got the call to return to work at Disneyland."
Oh, I know who this is.
Yes.
Good for them.
We gave him a shot on the last show.
We did get a shot on last show.
He's back at work.
He's very excited. He should be back
that's
in
awesome.
less than 2 weeks.
Nice.
I am really happy to hear that.
This person definitely deserves it.
That was a great way to start my day too.
Definitely
when I saw that
deserves
text,
it.
Yes.
I happened to catch it early, and it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
Dude, the official cast member of the Magic Our Way podcast for sure.
downright, yeah.
Like, we know people in Disney World, but Disneyland, that's the Mecca.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Disney fan has to go there at least once in their life.
Yeah, there's just something special about Disneyland. I love Disneyland.
That's all. Yeah, no, I do too, and I'm glad he's getting back to work.
I am too.
And I look forward to when we get our next trip out there to visit with
To
him.
see them.
Experience the parks, to see them. Yeah,
Hopefully
him
he-
and his partner. Yeah, absolutely.
If he can give us the inside track on when non-California residents can go ahead and start booking, because I'm telling you, like, I need a Disneyland trip.
I know.
we need to be
same.
like at the gate at 5 a.m. that morning.
I totally, dude. Like, and I want like
Carry me.
seriously, I
Just-
want
you
Disney.
carry me.
The
I'll be
Disneyland
there.
hotel has to be open.
That's right. Cold
All right,
rain. Cold
hold
rain.
on. Let's say, Danny, Disneyland opens up 3 months from now, but Disneyland the hotel doesn't open. Do you wait, or you just say, "I'll take what I can get"?
So we're automatically saying Trader Sam's is off the menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hotel's closed.
We can stay at the Grand Californian.
Sure.
Both parks are open.
Bars are open.
Bars are open.
The bar place, maybe by the pool that we ate at with.
The back
That
of Trader
drug-
Sam's?
No, but
Sorry.
there was that indoor bar.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there was an
Yes, that
indoor
really
bar
nice.
that was really, really well done. And you remember, because we sank into the couch that day.
We could have stayed the rest of the day there and just hung out and did
Yes.
podcasting there.
And our benevolent host took us to the outdoor portion, which was just as fabulous.
That was quite nice.
But to be able to just kind of chill in the air condition, and just because like Kevin's feet was hurting because he didn't have the right shoes,
Yeah.
and then Lee is like a shoe superhero.
Connoisseur, yeah.
It's like, you need these kind of shoes, Kevin, and you need to do, and then boom,
I still wear them today.
yes,
Yes.
My feet are happy.
Lee fix your feet.
He did.
Yes, he
Lee
did.
knows feet.
He does know feet.
He's very good. He's very good.
got a foot fetish. I would think, right?
Should.
He's
Dude.
got a shoe closet in his suitcase. It's
Lee, you ever
very-
suck on your wife's toes?
Good Lord.
I'm sorry. What happened right now? I wasn't.
I'm just saying.
How did this conversation go here?
Oh, you got
I'm just saying, like, you work in the foot industry and you take care of feet. Do you ever like just obsess over your wife's toes? Like suck her toes and do any of that? Like, massage your
toes.
feet.
Probably not. That's why she tell him, come on and get out on the road because he ain't sucking toes.
Right. Suck a toe.
Isn't that,
Let
an
her toe.
Indian, isn't that
Show
like
your love.
an Indian dish? Succotash? Oh, succotash. I'm
Succotash,
sorry.
succotash.
Yeah,
As it was some
succotash.
corn and lima beans.
I bet you if you sucked her toes more, she wouldn't want you at the house.
If she sucked your toes more, she'd suck
Yeah.
your more.
There you go.
I think that's the trade-off.
Wow.
That's
I'm about to use this for my closing. Y'all sure you want to leave this in? Because I'm going to use suck a toe for my
knock yourself out.
Have at it.
It's not on YouTube.
But answer the question. Have you ever sucked your toes?
I'm not going to answer that.
Why?
It's not even cool.
Why
It's not even cool.
Would you?
I'm sorry, Lee. I didn't expect that reaction. I thought like you usually just be like, F- it. I'm sorry. Like whatever. And just
I'll talk about my funky beard. I'll talk about my body smell. I'll talk about, but I ain't talking about sucking my wife's toes.
dude said, "Hey, cool."
This won't be on the show. I mean, we're just among friends.
It's going to be on the
Yeah.
show. It's totally going to be on the show.
Oh,
Kevin,
yeah.
Kevin, did you ever suck Val's toes?
No.
Yeah, okay. I have not sucked my wife's toes. Eli, have you ever sucked any woman's toes?
No, I have not.
You have not. Okay. So and there's no
I've
shame.
grabbed the toe, like, hey, but
Yeah,
no
like
second.
I've like massaged my wife's feet. I've given them like a little like
do the piggy.
painted the nails and
Yeah.
everything like that. Kind of like Dante and Clerk kind of thing. Like there ain't no
Would you give a
shame.
man a foot massage?
What?
Would you give a man a foot massage?
You ever been in a Turkish prison?
yeah, what? A long time since I talked
Okay.
about these things.
So now look, we've all talked about it. None of us have sucked our wives' toes, but we would all be open to it, would we not?
yeah, but
No judgment.
If,
Like,
the relationship,
If Val was
follows-
like, "Hey, Kev, I would really get off if you suck my toes," would you not suck your wife's toes?
Yeah, just call me Hoover.
That's exactly.
call me Hoover.
Thank you. Now, Lee, do you feel a little bit more secure about answering this simple question?
Eli would be Dyson.
Yes.
Oh, I take care of it.
And then Lee could be the Red Devil.
Have you ever sucked your
Devil.
wife's toes? Come on.
No.
You have not sucked your wife's toes. All right.
No.
Try it. Just saying.
Okay, I'll
Just
try it tonight.
Tonight.
all that
Before I
for
get on the
no.
road.
Like all that.
All that for a no. All right. So, no, seriously, just try it.
Yeah.
Let us know how it goes because she might like it. That might be what she's
And
into.
that's the whole point.
That's
It's just to
exactly
bring
it.
it together. That's all the point.
It's love.
That's intention she doesn't see coming. That's a good point.
And so if you write into the Magic Our Way podcast, you'll get these kind of answers as well.
And you know what? We should
Yes.
expound on this stuff because,
Right.
not too many Disney podcasts do this kind of stuff.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
You could do this in the Disney hotel room.
Right.
There you go.
And I'm not sure how this came up. Again.
Well,
I don't know,
congratulations to our malevolent host
Yes.
who has gotten their job back. We root for you. Whereas, hey,
That's right.
and it's the wild.
Yeah.
for
Applause,
you. It's the
applause,
wild. Y'all know what
applause.
this is. At the wild. Because you
And
can't sit there at
applause.
the wild. That boy good.
That's
that
right.
Boy good.
We're looking forward to it, man, and we look forward to seeing you and your partner and everything in the hopefully in the very near future.
Absolutely.
At some point, you know, now that vaccinations and everything else are going around,
But
you
it's
know,
code red, right? That's the good
they're
one.
code red, so they can start opening, and then
See,
hopefully they'll start improving
I
and
remember
getting the
that.
better colors.
'Cause
Away
I'm
from
holding out for Disneyland and that new Haunted Mansion magic. Y'all heard about that, right?
no, expound on it.
Magic.
You ain't heard about that?
Should we do a new segment?
Hit the button, Kev.
I'm hitting the button.
Boom.
Weekends, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Q, and this is our new segment.
Yes.
If you did not know that, but
This
I'm
is a totally unprepared.
I
cue.
didn't even know it was going to
I didn't know it was gonna happen, but,
That's why I love this show.
I'm curious. So, Danny, I'm gonna just toss it to you, man.
Oh,
You
toss
just
me off, man. Please.
That's right. And suck a toe.
Consider
Man.
yourself tossed.
So, did y'all know that Disneyland announced that there will be new magic at the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland?
Johnson?
What?
Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson?
Is he going to be a new animatronic?
Okay. Where?
I don't know. In the
Well,
Haunted
you know
Mansion?
what?
He's going to be doing dunks in the graveyard scene?
Okay.
It'd be a new animatronic. You know, it's like
He would
basketball playing animatronics. It's new advanced
He would
animatronics.
be
It'd
dancing
great.
in the ballroom with all the other ladies he used to have.
And it
back
would
in
actually
the day.
jump. You know, we've talked about their tech, their
Jump,
research
jump.
and development.
No, I
So
didn't know exactly
no
what I had
super
to
advanced animatronics bouncing and jumping in the air.
Well, so here's what we don't
Okay,
know.
what we got?
So, so what's been announced is that Disneyland is going to be reopening on April the 30th, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So Disneyland hasn't confirmed what it will have, but they've said that classic and favorite attractions will begin to open at both parks, from epic experiences like the new Star Wars Rise of the Resistance to family-friendly experiences like Peter Pan's Flight and Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind. And plus, new magic is coming to Haunted Mansion.
I like new magic.
That's
New magic.
exciting.
So
How
that's
about
like
that?
a new coat of paint, so to speak. Like,
So we don't know what the new magic's going to be, but my thought process.
I was curious if you were to speculate. Pure speculation.
I'm speculating right now.
Speculum.
Okay,
You speculate.
So you, with the age of COVID, you can't pile a bunch of people in an elevator and put them down in the elevator shaft.
Right.
They don't even do that. Lee, have they corrected that in Walt Disney World yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so no, you just walk right on through, and then you proceed into the next room. You get in your doom buggy, that kind of thing, because they don't want to pile a bunch of people in the room, shut all doors, and then, as we all know, you go descend to the next level, and then
Get
you
past
move
the
on.
berm. Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
So there's got to be a new scene that they're using to explain why it is that you're bypassing these elevators that you can't go on anymore. I'm wondering what it is they're doing there.
They would have to physically get under. They have to get under, or else they're not going to clear the berm. So it has to be something that'll physically take them down
Well, I mean,
without crowding a bunch of people in.
exact. I mean, if you just think about it logically.
A water slide.
Well, more appropriately, a slip and slide.
Yeah, slip. Yes.
It's going to be a slip and slide.
With soap and suds.
Yes.
oh my God.
And everybody just gets naked.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Get a good running start, and you slip.
And then you see the ghost numbers start to dwindle as everybody,
Right.
all the ghosts are like, screw this, we're leaving.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Who wants to get wet?
And you got that one ghost in the corner just watching.
Just watching it all.
Well, how could you perform without a ghost in the corner watching?
Yes.
It's just
Right.
not even feasible.
It's always my way.
I would,
There you go.
But I mean, do y'all have any insight? Like, what could the new magic be? Now they haven't announced it yet, but so if I have to guess, I'm going to say they're going to use magic that was created over at the Disneyland park, and they're going to have the ghost at the end switching heads and causing all kind of mischief at the end of the ride. Because I think that would be an easy addition without detracting from what's already working in the mansion. What do y'all think?
oh, you like in that scene? So instead of the portraits, you just.
Well, no. You know, like how you pass in front of the thing, like, you know,
mirror.
the ghost is going to follow you home.
Oh,
The ghost
yeah,
is
yeah.
Whereas if you ride it in Walt Disney World, the ghost is interacting. He's switching
Yes.
your heads. He's doing all these kind of things.
Oh, I think that'd be good.
I think that
I
would
can
be
see
an
that.
easy change that they could make without really altering the ride.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a guess.
But they've had time. They've had time since COVID started.
Sure. And look, I want to be
Yeah.
wrong. I want them to do something like the whole edition of the Hatbox Ghost is just made Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. Like, they could add the staircase, the MC Escher staircase experience. That could be there.
Well, like you're on the when you're going upside down, but then like you're watching everybody else walk.
Well, where you're seeing the
correctly.
footsteps like going up and down these endless staircases that seem to connect, that kind of thing. Because right there, when you ascend into the Haunted Mansion, you're kind of looking on both sides, and there's really not a lot to look at.
Makes
But
sense. Okay.
once you pass that, there's really nothing that you can change in the Haunted Mansion that's really gonna. There's nothing you could change that you want to change.
Well, it's
Does
a
that make
classic.
sense?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
classic.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's
that
like
makes sense.
you can
before.
play a little bit with the queue. You can play a little bit with that ascension into the mansion where you start looking at the chairs and whatnot and the endless hallway and all that kind of stuff that's going to come up. I don't know what else you could do that would be easy. Is there really anything that you feel like needs to be adjusted? No, I think your experience is pretty seamless. The ballroom sequence, you don't
touch.
You don't
touch it.
Yeah.
no touch that.
No,
That's a
no,
surrender.
No.
not in my mansion.
It's your party.
Right. So you don't touch that.
They could use other effects to put in there. They could use like some added smoke or something like that. I would be cool with that. Like, a little extra, Mysterio magic.
Mysterio magic.
Yeah, I could, because like you're going around.
It's all drones.
It's all drones. Never drone out. It's I could. I mean, that would just be extra bells and whistles, but like I think that would be a nice situation without taking away from that part.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. No, we'll just have to go out once they do it and go see it, right? Well, look, now's a great time for you guys to book a trip. And if I may, I'd like to introduce a new segment to the show.
Yes,
If
sir.
I could try
Go.
this out and see
Go
how
ahead.
this works.
Yes.
And this will be really quick. But
Okay.
look, as you know, a lot of the things on the internet never go away, right? They usually stay in some form or another. And
Sure.
in discussion, we've always discussed this show as kind of like a time capsule, as it were.
Yeah.
Especially for our children, and maybe one day they'll discover our shows and see what we've been doing on the weekends when we're not with them,
I hope so.
and actually learn about us as people, and instead of just like a parent,
Yes.
always fussing at them or whatever else. But we're actually people differently, people that they might actually have hung out with at one point. But
That's
look,
right.
the sound that I played at the beginning of this segment usually indicates that this is a cue, but I'm actually introducing a new thing called the Magic Our Way Time Board. And it's a play on words. Like in the Disney parks, they have the digital tip board that they're starting to put up. So I figured we'll call this a time board, like our little time capsule.
I didn't realize we got up to 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, we will. We will.
Oh, we
It's
will?
great. I even have a jingle for it. Like, oh, this is the Magic Our Way time board.
Oh,
And so look, this is just a rough little rundown of everything that's been announced at this time of the year, because it's very significant. Because about a year ago, we went into quarantine and lockdown and everything else, and we started recording through Zencaster or any other online platform, but we kept the show going. We led the way. We never stopped. We kept releasing shows, man. Y'all realize that?
Yeah, man.
Everybody else shut down. There's other podcasts that shut down, but we kept our asses going.
that's right.
That's true.
We never stopped. We got this listeners involved with the 10 minutes with them a week, and we got all this kind of stuff happening.
And shame on us for not promoting it near as well as we should have.
But we will.
But
We
we
will.
were
Will.
fighting a
That's right.
pandemic, though.
Because we here at the Magic Our Way podcast, we stand by that we should be bigger than what we are. But
Yes.
when we get it upon ourselves to meet the business side, meet the creative side, you're going to
Understand.
see that's when the sword comes out of the stone.
That's
Hey, and we're slowly reaching show 400, and who knows how far we'll go, but we're always trying to get better
You
and
never
better.
know
That's right.
how far we'll
Go.
There you go.
All right, so look, we already announced that Disneyland's going to reopen on April 30th, so that's great. You know, and this comes on the heels of California allowing large theme parks to open on April 1st.
Yes.
So there's that first timepiece. The
Cali.
second one, starting on March 19th, the entrance and exit restrictions at Walt Disney World are starting to ease. Whereas before the shops were an entrance only and an exit only, now you can do whatever you want with those orifices.
Say that one more time.
Well, right now in the COVID restrictions in Walt Disney World, there's only one opening orifice that you can enter in, and one orifice that you can exit out of the said shop.
I just wanted to make sure you said
Now you can go both ways out of whatever orifice you choose.
Be experimental with the shops that you visit.
Yeah.
Explore both sides.
Well, help.
Be open to
Right.
the openness.
That helps with the economy. Not like put money in the hole.
It stimulates said economy.
That's it. It's all about
Because you're not
stimuli.
restricted by which way you have to get in or out. You just go in and out, which one you pick.
If you love a shop, you take any entry and you take any exit you can get.
And you patronize said
because you
shop.
want to be in said shop.
Yes, and you want to buy said whatever.
Right.
I want a cool shirt.
Been there, done that, got the orifice.
And look,
I went to the orifice and all I got was his t-shirt. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, guys, look, next thing on the time board, and this will help Lee as well as the show out, because remember, every booking with Lee helps the show as well. On March 25th, 2021, you can now start booking Disney cruise sailings for summer 2022.
That's right. Because I'm looking to book my cruise again because can I ask you this?
Don't they still owe you
seriously?
money, though? Don't they still owe you money?
Well,
they owe
they
me
can
money.
use that money to put it towards the new cruise.
Yes.
They should do that.
25% towards my new cruise. What is the earliest I can book my next cruise, Lee?
Well, Kevin just told you right now, depending on when you want to go.
Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind. The official travel agent, Kevin, tell me when I can book my next trip.
Book it for him, Kevin.
I'm sorry I tried to involve my travel agent and make him look smart. Kevin, just tell me.
Well, I thought, Lee, wasn't there something where, like, depending on who you are, you could book a vacation earlier than the 25th?
If you're what they call the silver member and things like that, if you've been before.
Okay, so repeat members. So if you're silver,
Right.
gold, any of those levels, if you're repeat cruisers, you can book earlier than the 20th. But on the 25th, it'll reopen to the entire public and Danny, apparently. Oh. It looks like.
And there you go. He just told you.
Yeah, I appreciate him telling me.
I'm just
Danny,
glad
I got your
somebody
back.
told you.
I got your back.
Thank you.
I got your back.
I feel you back
In
there.
5,
That's just an orifice.
hey, just call me Red Wing.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
What? Okay.
All right, so what is my options now? I'm sorry.
Oh, Cardi Kevin was
So,
just
yeah.
saying that.
So, Lee, yeah, so the people can book with you, right? Disney Cruises starting on the 25th. Is that right?
Yes. Now that you're talking about for 2022, if you want to go in 2021 or even early 2022, you can start booking now.
Wait, they have sailings now this year? I thought they were all canceled.
What if I want to go this year? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, tell us, man.
Yeah, I got someone going in June. Now, that's, of course, if that doesn't get canceled. But I've got some clients going right now in June 2021.
Wow. So when are we sailing?
That's a good question. When do you want to go?
When's the earliest?
I say we all book. Let's go.
Yeah, you've been dying for this for a while, sir.
Dude, my money's been in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
For a long time.
I do not like my money in the Phantom Zone.
Let's all go, Lee. Let's come on.
I put it in the dancing name Phantom Zone, but never in the Phantom Zone.
Coming to the stage. Phantom Zone.
Phantom Zone, about to take you to the danger zone.
So, Lee, the 25th, every listener listening to this show can book a Disney cruise for summer 2022.
Okay.
But if they wanted to, they can book something for the rest sometime later this year with the risk that it might get canceled.
Yeah. That is true. Yes, exactly.
But next year, chances are there's a good shot that it won't be canceled.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be letting us open up right now if they weren't very confident that the 2022 is going to happen.
Okay.
I'm seeing some openings as early as June 4th. I've got a client that's sailing out on June 7th. There's cruises in September, October. There's a lot going on still in 2021. I think the official date is May. Through May, they're canceled. But
wait,
June. I mean, they're still
June of this year.
June of 2021.
We can go on a trip on a favorite rocket ship.
In a Disney cruise.
Yeah, absolutely.
A 5-hour tour.
Yeah, 5-hour tour.
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, there's still cruises going on that haven't got canceled. Everything through May has gotten canceled, but everything for June, July is still in there, man. So we can get it going on.
Lee, is a Falcon passing overhead?
Yes, with Bucky.
Oh, good.
They're flying together.
Good.
They just kicked George St. Pierre out the helicopter
Did Bucky
window.
bring his nuggets?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Brought
Bucky
all
nuggets.
the nuggets.
All the nuggets. Well, good. Well, look, Mohicans, we're going to make sure you book with Lee. And another thing on our timeline, if you want to book a vacation to Walt Disney World starting October 1st, as he mentioned, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is set to open. They gave an opening date, and that'll be I guess the big thing for the Walt Disney World's 50th on October 1st, 2021.
Yeah, it's interesting because, everyone's plans were to be in Magic Kingdom for October 1st because, that's Magic Kingdom. That's where you would be for the celebration. Then they were like, well, I think we got too many people squeezed in here. How about we open up a new attraction in Epcot? And so that's going to be hard, man. Do you go to Epcot or do you go to Magic Kingdom for your on the 1st?
Look, all this is to say, just when your upcoming vacations, as things start to open up, make sure you book with Lee Magical Moments Vacations
because you might get what you want.
Yes, absolutely. And look, just a little
book early so you can get what you want. That's the
book early. Okay,
you might just get what you want.
Lee, real quick, man. How do they book with you? How do they get in touch with you, man? Shoot us your deets.
Lee at magicourway.com. That's where you want to email me.
Lee at magicourway.com. And look, and the final thing on our time board is this. With WandaVision ending back on March 5th, 2021, the next installment of the MCU released on Disney Plus, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, on Friday, March 19th, 2021. Yes. And that is what we are discussing on today's Hub. Coming up next. Welcome to the Magic Our Way podcast. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
And over here we got Eli.
Hey.
And over there in the patio,
we got
Lee. Way over there.
How's it going?
Hey guys, how's it all going? We're on video. How about that?
Nice.
This is our very first video that the listeners can actually see us.
Well, the listeners have been deprived too long of our lovely faces. So.
And Lee's beard.
And Lee's beard, of course.
There you go.
Now you can see the horror that we describe to you on a weekly basis.
Yes. Yeah, now they have the looks to go with the voices. This is pretty surreal.
Isn't it crazy? Now they know what you look like and they can find us and maybe have weird fantasies. I don't know.
And Wayne Gray is that much closer to
fulfillment.
A night alone with you.
Just what he wanted.
That's your camera right there. You're wrong camera.
That's just weird.
He's got two cameras. Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I told you I didn't want to see myself. So. Anyway, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Oh, that's good, man. It's all good. But today, speaking of seeing Eli, we're doing this Marvel moment here, and we're talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is the latest offering of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A couple weeks back, WandaVision just ended, and so this is the next series of I guess, episodic series to be released on Disney Plus.
Yes.
And we're here to talk about it for a little bit. Give our thoughts, our initial thoughts, kind of like what we did with WandaVision. We talked about our initial feelings about this episode or this series are coming up and how we feel and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to do here today on video.
Okay.
Look at that on video. So I want to toss it over to Eli. And since he's the Marvel guy, he should have the first word on this.
Oh, wow,
and what do you think? How did that first episode hit you?
It hit me so good I had to see it twice, and then it brought me through a gamut of feelings. I would say action is great. I think it's a good build up for two, what would you say, like B level characters. Like, in other words, they don't fire laser rays or anything like that, but it's a good build up for them, action wise. I know we'll get into it, but character wise, I got some weird feelings going on with that. But
weird feelings?
Weird feelings, yeah.
Envy, greed?
Huh?
Sorrow?
Yes, there's
questioning your own sexuality.
Oh no, never a question with that. No, that's all man right there. That's all.
See, no, they can see it. It's all man right there. Look at all that man.
All that.
Okay,
that's true.
We're just unsure what the inner conflict things going on. Yeah.
And so, Eli, before you give us your conflicting feelings and emotions and stuff, I just want to warn the listeners that this is full of spoilers. We're going to be talking about details that happened in that episode. So if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and hit pause, and then you can come back to us and see us react to this particular episode. So you had your chance, you had your warning. So, Eli, go ahead and take it, sir. So tell us, what are these feelings that you're feeling right now with your feelings? And emotions and feelings and stuff.
Yes.
My feelings is this, that I would like them to do the conflict of Falcon having the shield and what it means to be Captain America done a little bit better than how it was portrayed in the first episode. I don't know if it makes me sympathize with him or like dislike him as a hero. He does cool hero stuff. But the actual personality of the conflict to say, hey, do I deserve the shield or do I not? I had to watch it twice because Danny and I saw it, and we had to talk about it. I know we might get into that later, but I had to watch it again because I was like, because I want to like him for what he's doing and what he's trying to represent. But it's really hard for me to do that.
I loved it. That was his decision because, I mean, it kind of mirrors what we've been saying all along, which is, like, you don't just recast Batman.
Well, yeah.
You don't just recast Superman. Like, this was a symbol and that was of this man, and I got to be my own thing.
Yes.
And I thought that was a really well done. Like, he embodied my feelings. Now, obviously, because you like him so much, you want to see him take on the mantle. But you don't want to see him just strip his identity as a Falcon. You want him to see him incorporate maybe elements of Captain America into him, but he's his own unique entity. He's not Captain America the reboot, Captain America the sequel.
Yeah, and he didn't need to have like a Captain America uniform on. I just figured S.H.I.E.L.D. was good enough because it would be weird with wings and whatnot. But I didn't like the fact that he's done hero stuff in the past, and yet he doesn't feel that he's good enough to be like, the symbol
representative of a nation.
Yeah. And because like in the very beginning,
I like that.
Well, but in the very beginning, like they play, I didn't pick it up the first time I saw it, but the second time when they play that audio track from Endgame where Captain America's like, here you go, nobody else has the shield, you the man now. I mean, it's like,
how's it feel?
Yeah.
Feels like someone else's.
And he's like, I'm gonna put on the suit and go away.
It isn't.
Yeah, I just kind of hurt me a little bit. I felt he would at least kept it. At least kept the shield. I mean,
he just gave it up, didn't he?
Yeah.
To the Smithsonian? Is that what it was?
Yeah, to the Smithsonian.
Yeah, Smithsonian.
Well, why do y'all have a problem with that, though? That's what I don't understand. Like, that's a heavy...
Well, at least keep it in your closet. Keep the shield in your closet.
Keep the shield in the closet?
Yeah. You never know. You're going to come by. You might want to practice with it. Be like,
keep it under your bed or something?
Kind of like Tony Stark had it in his lab just holding up some crap. It's like, no, like, why not?
Yeah, you like hoarding stuff now. Like, that could go to good, or, it could be put in the Smithsonian. All the kids and everyone that looked up to Captain America could see it, as opposed to just, using it to, to put sushi on it or whatever. Like,
Exactly. Like,
Sushi on it.
share it with the world. If you don't want it, if you want it, take it. But if you don't want it, then let everyone else enjoy it.
Steve Rogers had a love for this country and a love for America and just was a patriot through and through. And I think Sam is a little conflicted. You hear some of the things that he says.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Very.
you can tell he's a little conflicted about some things that are going on in this country and some things that are happening in this world. And so I can see him being like, am I that guy to really be Mr. Patriot, Mr. Good Guy all the time? I mean, we said spoilers. In this, he flat out murders people.
Oh, God.
I mean, that dude killed a lot of people at the beginning. Like, that was one of my first takeaways. Like, so I thought the episode was brilliant. I thought it was the best opening of a Marvel or Star Wars shows. I think like the other ones, like
TV shows, opening of
TV
TV.
show.
Okay.
Where you're kind of like, except for the very first episode of Mandalorian, that ended perfectly. And you're like, yeah, I can't wait to see the next one. And then it's like, wait, what's going on? This one's like, yeah, I have a good idea where we're going. I know what we're setting up for a bit. Now I can kind of imagine where we might be going next, but I've got enough where as soon as that episode ended, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I want to see more. I wasn't like, what the hell did I just watch? So I was happy with that. I thought it was a really well done first episode, perhaps their best first episode on Disney Plus ever. But yeah, man, when did we get into the world where it used to be like if a superhero did something and it caused the villain to plummet to his death, the next thing you see is that superhero kind of make a face and then swoop all the way down to catch that dude right before he hit the ground.
Well, the man had to get, before he got to the border or whatever. So, he was, Falcon was under some pressure right there. That's what happened there. And they would shoot missiles
He was on
at
the
the man.
timeline.
Yeah.
I guess so,
You shoot
man.
missiles at me. I ain't trying to help you.
It seems to be like the rule is if you're in hand-to-hand combat, you can't break a neck, you can't slit a throat, you can't kill anybody in hand-to-hand combat. But you can throw a grenade, you can lasso somebody out of a helicopter, you can throw somebody in a canyon and let him drop to his death. But as long as you don't kill anybody in hand-to-hand combat, you're fine.
That's it.
The superhero code has shifted a bit.
That's combat by fate.
Isn't that
Yes,
rule number
that's it.
3 or whatever that book you had to do or something? Don't kill anybody? Or-
Don't hurt anybody.
Don't hurt anybody, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What do y'all think about the development of Bucky, the Winter Soldier in this one?
Is Bucky like Tony Soprano now? He's going to the therapist and living his past, and he's got all these anxieties and stuff. Like, that's what I took away from. I was like, oh, this is like he's like Tony Soprano over here. So yeah, I don't know. I thought
Bucky Soprano.
not knowing like all the background and stuff, I was just like, well, that's an interesting twist. He's got to see a therapist.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't care for that aspect of it too much. Like, I kind of felt like that was just so odd. Like, really? I mean, he didn't do these things. He was programmed to do these things.
Right.
The whole idea that you need to go make amends to people that you were forced to kill because you had no control over your own facility. Now, don't get me wrong. I could see that messing you up. But
that's what I took from it. Is he's so like it's damaged him internally.
Yes.
So in order to get right with himself, he feels like he needs to do these things.
That was part of his
That's the way I
pardon, though,
took it.
right? Then he has to do that stuff as part of the pardon? Is that what it was?
That's true. She did say that, right? Like it was
That's-
part of the
therapy.
the plea deal.
I was going to say, that's what I heard as well. And again, it's like, how do you blame somebody for doing something that they weren't in control of their own facilities? It seems like you're forcing this dude to remind himself of all the people he's hurt. It seems like you're almost torturing him. It seems like the exact opposite of what you'd want to do. Face up to what you did when you had zero control over what you were doing, and remind yourself of what an awful person that you were, instead of being like, that's not me. I've done good things since then.
Yeah,
But-
they trashed her pretty bad in that therapy where, that therapist, I wouldn't want her for a therapist. I want my insurance recalled if that's the only person I got.
Well, she was like a government thing, because like
She was
she
a
said,
military.
yeah, I'm
she
a soldier.
was a soldier,
Yeah.
but she was like, you doing terrible. You got no friends. Sam's trying to call you because he's getting blown up, and you're not answering his calls. You're just alone. I can see
Yeah,
why you
but
didn't
she
want to
had a-
show up on the sofa.
She had a superpower. Every time she did this,
Yeah.
Don't
no,
bite.
No, not that.
Come
no.
on, don't
Not
do
the
it.
clicky.
No, right. Don't do it. Don't.
You know,
No.
it's funny. My wife's going to become a counselor, and so she was kind of breaking down how that therapist was doing. And she's like,
wow.
She's over there. She's like, yeah, she's using closed-ended questions. She shouldn't be doing that. That's totally against everything they teach us. Blah blah blah. She kept on going. It's kind of funny.
See what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want that. Like, I mean, who wants to go to a therapist and the therapist just pretty much doesn't give you any qualities of the stuff that you did good? Like, I think that was another thing with both characters. Like, it's almost like everybody forgot they got killed and then came back.
The blip.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blip. You know, and
Opposed to the blimp.
and then like just like let's just get past that part and like, you know, just go into your trauma. Like, well, I did come back from the dead. That does mess with you a little bit.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can tell you what, the whole opening scene, you know, and stuff hooked me in. I think it hooked me in better than WandaVision did.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
And it
'cause you knew what was
yeah,
up.
Yeah, because we knew exactly. And I'm glad this was going to be a different feel than WandaVision. You know, Wanda's got her whole crazy mystic thing happening, and so this one's a little, you know, kind of hoping. We were hoping it would be something like this, and I'm very happy that they lit off like that because I was hooked from the get-go.
Absolutely.
It was nice.
Yeah, once you get it out of the realm of anything can happen because you're in a magical world to now you're grounded in this reality
Yeah,
where you know brothers from the dead brothers can't just show up out of nowhere and stuff like that. You have a little bit more of a sense of what's going on. So where WandaVision, I guess that's why they released 2 episodes. Like this one, you just got 1.
Yeah.
To start off with. So anyway, I thought they did a really fabulous job getting you started. After that, you know, I just watched Justice League for 4 hours.
I was about to say, did you sit through the whole 4 hours Zack Snyder
It took
epic?
There were breaks, there were pauses.
Okay.
That you had to go to the bathroom at some point. But it kind of took on a little bit of a somber, dark tone that was kind of reminiscent of, oh man, I feel like I'm watching Justice League again.
Yeah.
Like they're just, being a hero is no fun,
No
and there's
fun.
we're suffering. They don't pay us nothing.
Yeah, they're
We're-
broke.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, you think Tony would have left them some money or something? Like they would have been in a will or a retirement fund or something, man.
Oh, the little
But-
ones got all the money, man.
Well, not just Tony, like S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s a government organization. They technically work for S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, Sam just didn't become a superhero like, say, Peter Parker. Sam was a soldier beforehand and kind of, as a soldier, became Falcon and tried out the wings and whatnot and liked it. And so, I mean, he's been military all along, so he also worked for S.H.I.E.L.D. And I don't know. I just kind of got the impression that Sam was being treated like somebody who had nothing.
Nothing.
Like, you know, it just didn't make any sense to me that that would be the case. And I get you blipped out or whatever, you come back. I didn't buy that scene, that whole, like, yeah, we've got no money thing. We're not, I mean, they were just trying to afford a shrimp boat. What was
the
that?
bank part? The bank
Yeah,
scene?
man. Like,
Oh, my
Falcon
God.
doesn't get $50,000 like that one mission where you took out like 3 helicopters and killed a bunch of dudes. That ain't worth
Something?
something.
Right?
You
Heat
can't
seeking
afford a whole
missiles.
shrimp boat.
You gotta have a 401k or something going on, man. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, military retirement.
I could just think, I'm reminded of Anchorman. The Falcon was denied a bank loan.
Yeah, that scene was killing me, and then it was funny, but it was killing me at the same time. Was the bank was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And he was like, "Are you serious?"
He
Like,
did the little wingy thing, and I thought it was the little.
oh yeah, like, oh, you're Batman. No,
He was trying to bond in that moment.
but then like the dude still wanted the photo after he turned him down. Like, you know, that was killing me. Like, you serious?
Well, because the guy was a little bit disconnected,
Yeah,
shall we say?
Like, he's your hero. He's your hero. You can't even like. I thought.
But
they
he
could
wasn't
at
his
least-
hero. He didn't even know who he was at first.
And they were
It's
banking
kinda
for
He wasn't in
oh, wow.
costume. He
Yeah.
had to like kind of envision him and stuff like that. You know.
Vision, huh?
Aha. But maybe he could have gave him a quarter of the loan. Maybe he's like, hey, look, you can't have all the shrimp boats you want, but look, maybe it's enough to get you started or something like that. I mean, maybe Redbird could help him. I don't know. Maybe with some of the
he needs to go
other-
find Forrest Gump, see what's going on, man. Forrest Gump will hook him up real good. He's like, yeah, you can open up a franchise with me, you know?
Yeah, no,
I have to.
I did not buy the whole bank loan thing. I didn't care for that at
Yeah.
all. That whole scene.
They need that.
Yeah, it's To me, it's just like I see what they were trying to do. It's kind of like, yeah, we're gonna make you think a little bit. Like, yeah, how do superheroes pay the bills? Because they're so. It's like, no, really, no. This dude worked for Shield. He worked for the government before that. He's flying all these kind of missions. I can't believe that it's like, yeah, baby, look, we can afford this shrimp boat. I just need to get an extra couple of shifts with the government. Like, it's like catching an extra couple of shifts at Subway or something. Like, yeah, I'll get
let me see if Hulk will trade a weekend shift with me, some extra money.
Exactly.
I thought they were. I really did think they were going to go like a direction where I thought he had money, but she didn't want to take it.
What if
That's where I thought it was going.
What if the Falcon worked for Uber Eats? Man,
you get there fast, though.
They get there pretty fast. Yeah. It sounds like he would make more money working for Uber Eats than the government at this rate.
Uber Eats, DoorDash, and all of them. Yeah.
I don't buy that at all. Shoot.
Oh no, that was killing me.
I don't know, man. Like everyone's got a side hustle now. You know, like that's the world we live in right now.
But that's like a superhero rule. I mean, I
jobs.
get it. Not every superhero gets alter ego with a mansion, but they at least afford an apartment.
Right.
I mean, even if they have the most basic job, it's enough that they can afford a basic form of living.
Look at Hawkeye. He had a whole big farm acreage, stretching out to. Yeah, and Falcon can't afford a shrimp boat.
That right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can at least sell some of the equipment. You know what I mean? To get some of the parts that you need. You could
just sell some autographs or something. You know,
right?
Take some selfies with the bankers.
Look, they can't even afford better spice than Old Bay. So I mean, you know.
Yeah. How you learn to speak Arabic and you can't get a loan? I would imagine learning Arabic is harder than getting the loan at that point.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? The Old Bay that's sitting there in the spice rack in her sister's kitchen or whatever, the family kitchen.
Well, I mean, I knew the shit.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw. I was like, Old Bay. What is that doing in a Louisiana household?
What is that, Tony Chachere's?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was the very first New Orleans thing where you're like, that is not.
That is definitely not.
No, yeah, you're right.
I'm not convinced.
No,
nobody around here would have Old Bay in their thing. I guarantee it. And all you Old Bay people, whatever. I don't care.
Especially not in Delaware.
Keep it.
No,
they were messing with each other good over
they're down there.
So let me ask you this, because Eli and I were having this conversation yesterday. We both agreed that there was a very big racial component to this.
Oh, the bank loan thing?
No, the whole show. The bank loan scene was kind of like put it over the top, where it's like, this isn't accidental. Mm-hmm. This is purposeful, that they're definitely hammering home a racial component to this show that I'm not comfortable with this being in my superhero entertainment.
I just want to smile again.
Black Panther didn't have this many racial undertones.
That's why he lived in his own country.
Yeah, his own kingdom.
Yeah. We don't want it like that. We want it, integrate.
But there was that part in the kitchen, because what you said, that's what made me think of it. When there was part in the kitchen where it's like, man, I know these white folks. I'm not going to play with these. How these white folks?
I don't play with these white.
Yeah, it's like something about how the white folks do something.
We was about to get the loan.
Right.
Yeah, he was like, I ain't playing with them. So like, he had his plan. They played with him. He didn't get the loan.
And I'm like, oh shoot, what are these white folks doing to him?
It was like, it was almost like, hey, like if you're watching, like, hey, is that how black people talk with each other with like nobody else is around? No.
You don't talk like that?
No, I don't sit there and say, I'm gonna go out of law. I know how white people think. Like, I'm gonna play hard. No, I'm like, oh my God, I please hope that I need this loan for our shrimp boat. Oh my God, please, Lord Jesus, help us. Like, that's how it goes.
Please, baby Jesus.
Please, baby Jesus, did you help us?
Sorry, baby. I got to go record a podcast with these white folks.
Yeah.
I don't play with
these white folks. I just come out and say what I got to say. Like, like nobody talks like that.
Yeah, it just seems so out of nowhere. Like, wait, well, what? What is Falcon trying to say about white folks?
Exactly.
I was kind of caught me off guard, and then also the next thing you know, her sister, when they get to, it's like, man, things have tightened up, and she was like, it always seems to tighten up.
Around us.
And like, wow. It's like, damn. Okay, and the guy's like, no, ma'am, no. This is, half the population disappeared. That's all this is about. This is, totally about that, and. There were other little scenes, like there was. Like,
we're gonna talk about with War Machine. I mean, that one still kills me.
Which one?
When he's in the museum. He's in the museum, and Rhodes or War Machine is like saying, "Why didn't you pick up the shield?" Which is still like a pretty impactful little scene.
Yeah,
and so your boy is just like, "Yeah, I just don't believe that I should have it." And again, Rhodes is like, "Yeah, but the world is." I had to watch that scene a couple times. Like, the world is crazy. Just need someone for it to look up to. Like, you could have been the guy. This is the one we were splitting hairs on the other night. So it's kind of like him saying, yeah, I'm not worth having a shield. We were trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then after he says that, he's like
all right, brother, or like, all right, brother, and then he was just out. But I think
and it was so out of character. It's like, man, when did Rhodey I didn't even know these two were close.
Yes,
and all of a sudden he's like, all right, my brother.
Yeah, and I'm
like, you let us down.
Yeah, and I think, and I looked over and I was like, I'm not a Hollywood writer guy, but I know we kind of talked about this. It was late last night, but it's like you have something there that you wouldn't see often. Besides it being two African American superheroes in the same room, they're both, what would you call them? Like the next step of the hero that isn't there anymore. I don't know how you would phrase it.
They're like the sidekick who now are forced to kind of take on the mantle.
Right. So like instead of it being like, that's where he would have reached him at. If he'd be like, yeah, I hear you, man. You don't want the shield. It's scary, but like, man, I got this armor, man. And like, Tony ain't here. Somebody got to have a uni beam. I'm about to do that.
But like, they never really flat out came out and addressed it. But I'm pretty sure Rhodey didn't paint his armor red and yellow and say, all right, I'm not Iron Man anymore. I'm Iron Machine.
War Machine.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like even that would have been acceptable. I'm Iron Machine. I'm War Man. Whatever. But as long as he still gets to be War Machine, Rhodey, then he doesn't know what Sam's dealing with.
Exactly, and I think that would have been a better way to phrase that in personally, because it does make Falcon look like a punk. I mean, and it does kind of add that conflict to it where it's like, I want to, for me it does.
To me, it makes him look thoughtful.
I mean, it makes it like if that dialogue changes to where he says, Rhodey says, hero to hero, I get it, but that man's a figure, and like it would be good if you could just like step up. And he's like, I don't know, I don't feel like I deserve it. It's like, hey, I didn't think I deserved having the armor either, but I did it, and I almost lost the ability to walk. Well, now you like, yeah, bro, you got to try something, But it did go the way it worked.
Well,
it was phrased in a way it was like, yeah, bro, you ain't doing nothing. All right, bro, you don't want the shield. All right, bro, be that way.
Again, I don't get the impression that it wasn't the idea of taking up the shield and using the shield. It's more the idea of I have to embody everything that. And again, clearly, there was that other part where they were in whatever country they were in, and the guy that was on the ground that was helping them out is like, he says something to him, and Sam says something like, "Yeah, trust me. Whenever things get better for one group of people, it always gets worse for another group."
Oh yeah, you talking about the flag,
and that was the other racial. Like I'm like that again. There just tends to be to me like a racial component there, but it also to me shows that Sam's aware that he's not as cool with America as Captain America is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
100%, 100%. Yeah, it's like he's conflicted.
Right.
He's like, I want to be this all-American hero, but I know how America is.
Yeah.
Especially to people of my skin color.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so how can I be okay? It's like I'm saying it's okay with the way that America has treated people of color this whole time if I'm to become that Captain America.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I 100% saw that, and he's definitely conflicted in that regard, because it's like, man, like I want to be this person, but knowing what I know, I can't be that person.
And that's why I think I like that aspect of it. I like the fact he's like, dude, I could fight, I could do this, but I got no super serum. So like, I'm a guy. If I get punched, it's gonna hurt. Like Cap had superhuman strength, superhuman reflexes. I've got a jetpack, and he had a love for America that I love my country, but I am conflicted about the way I'm not him. I got to be me, and I like that message. I like the whole idea. We're turning our back on the whole. Yeah, you just let's have a female Iron Man, or let's have a teenage Batman or something. Like, you can't just hand over a mantle. That person has to become something like, and that's what he's trying to say. It's an age of new heroes, and you gotta forge your own way.
But but at least take the shield and be like, yeah, okay, I get it. I'm a different Captain America, but let me at least try something. I guess my thing was and I'm sure in future episodes it's got to happen, right? Because now there's a new guy. That's Captain
the dude
America.
At the end,
the dude at the end.
Who was that dude?
Just
that
some
was
random
one
guy.
funny looking dude.
Somebody said it was like what, John
he looked
Walker
like Steve
or something?
Buscemi.
Yeah, this I
It's
think
supposed to be like John Walker or something like
U.S.
that.
agent. That's
US
what I
agent,
think
yeah.
it is. Yeah, because it's got it on the back.
Oh, it does it?
Yeah, it's got
didn't
U.S.
see
and then
that.
there's like a little A. Yeah, I had to watch it twice, but yeah, there's a U.S.
I
and then
totally
there's
missed
an A
that.
on the
Yeah.
back
Okay,
of
it's
his
US agent, yeah.
And he's kind of like a faux Cap America. Yeah, I mean,
but they didn't introduce him like that. They introduced him as a new Captain America.
Yes,
so,
no,
yeah.
absolutely, yes.
They've gone a
With
different
the
way.
shield.
with that.
That's the same shield. They
That's the
took from
same shield.
from
That
the-
kill you.
yeah.
That kill you even more.
That's okay. So there's your other component of racism in this show was the guy who took the shield from Sam was like,
Yeah.
You did the right
you
thing.
made the
Yeah.
right decision, did the right thing, and then he turns around and hands it to this
U.S. agent.
yeah,
US
weird
agent,
looking,
yeah.
John
gawky,
Walker.
yeah, that guy, and that whole thing was kind of whoa.
And the man still couldn't get a loan.
No,
That's the part that hurts really deep. Sorry, he can't even be a hero
No.
enough to get a loan.
what hurts me is that you can't pay for a shrimp boat with cash, and you risk your life for a country. You fight in the Infinity Wars. You're fighting all that, and you can't, nothing.
No.
I don't buy that.
That's kind of like the plight of the military, right, guys? Right? They do all this stuff for
Yeah, I
fighting
was gonna
battles.
say like
and
they
barely
do all
paid
the
anything.
the dying and the killing, and then they come back and they can't even afford.
They're homeless and all
Yeah,
that
like
stuff. Yeah.
most. I think I don't know the numbers. I'm not that smart.
Yeah, but there's a
like
difference.
majority of
There's a difference
Yeah,
between being a soldier, and then
a grunt,
you're like James Bond.
and being a superhero.
Yeah, you have a certain super ability, and you can go in and beyond jurisdictions that
Go to
regular
another
soldiers-
planet.
Yes.
Another planet. Just think about that. Like, not this, I mean, not against a soldier, but yeah, another planet. Come
So,
on.
as we round up here, what,
Yes.
what do y'all guys feel as far as the episodes coming next? Are y'all excited about this series, or what are your thoughts as we?
Very excited.
Yes.
Very excited about where the series is going to go. This one, to me, I don't know what Disney is going to do with and they apparently don't know what they're going to do with Black Widow, but to me, there's so much good content. And when you look at the stuff that you're seeing, like that whole action scene that started off the show, that is movie quality stuff.
Oh, with Batroc, with the helicopters? And stuff?
Yeah, all that.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff, yeah.
With the Rocky the Flying Squirrel get up, and yeah, that was crazy. But I mean, when I'm watching this, I'm like, shoot, man, why would I ever need to go to a movie theater again? When I can get content this good created for a television show, I mean, I've got no reason to go back to the movie theater ever again. I was happy. I'm really happy with it. I'm really looking forward to where they're going with it. There is an element to me of slight disappointment in the sense that I kind of feel like the Sam story to me is the story you kind of got to get into. The Bucky thing seems like, really? I mean, we've already kind of seen this element of Bucky regret. I mean, they did this whole thing with, where he killed Tony Stark's parents.
Right.
And, Tony realized it. And
You killed my mommy.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yeah.
Do you think Bucky killed Yori's son?
Oh,
The Japanese guy he's hanging out with?
Yeah, he did.
No, he did. His
Yeah,
picture
totally
was on the
did.
mantle when he looked into his room.
And his dad, I saw this.
Well,
the
I
second
saw that.
time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I didn't know if that was like common knowledge or it was just something I was reading into or whatever.
No, when they have the dinner together, the old man says, "Yeah, I still miss my son. He went on a trip." He describes as going on a trip, and then he disappeared. So I didn't catch that the first time, but yes, he totally did it. Yeah, he killed the man's
Yeah,
son.
yeah. And then
Okay, got it.
when he looks into the apartment when he go after he left his date, he goes into the apartment and he has a little altar, I guess, to his son, and he sees a picture of the dude. There he is.
Yeah, that's why he loses his nerve to kind
Yeah.
of tell him, "Oh, I killed your kid. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
gives him what the lunch money you owe. That's it. Yeah. So that picture on the altar is what sealed it. That was it. Yeah, he did it.
I mean, it just sucks. It's like, it would be like if your father was a bad person and did a bunch of things that you absolutely had no control over, and then you had to go and meet everybody that he ever wronged and apologize to what he did. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you had no control over what he did. Like, why you have to... And that's kind of what I feel about Bucky at this point in time. It's like, why are we making this dude relive his worst? Shouldn't he be trying his best to move beyond this? We should not be reminding him. He should not be apologizing to people. It should be
The
like,
man won't let him move forward.
you know what he needs? He needs Robin Williams hugging him and saying, "It wasn't your fault."
No, yeah. He needs to go back to Wakanda. Like, why did he leave Wakanda?
Go back to being the White Wolf. That's right.
Yeah, what the hell?
Bucky, it wasn't your fault.
It wasn't your fault.
It's not your fault.
Not your fault.
And, you know, he needs
Not
to
you, man. Not you, man.
go back to that museum, look at yourself, love yourself again.
Right.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. You know, that part of it is. I really kind of felt like we could have gone in a more original route with Bucky, maybe even being jealous. Like, why didn't Steve see it in me to give me the shield?
Yeah, he nodded it off. He nodded off for Steve to give it to him. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought that there was a better way to go. So some of the more stereotypical stuff, like the therapist stuff, the bank loan stuff, I didn't like all that stuff particularly because I kind of felt like it's kind of cheap character building, and not very well executed, and really when you think about it, it doesn't really make much sense. But beyond that, there was so much right about it, and the way they were building this organization and the way they kind of set you up wanting more. They closed it out just they ended it perfectly when they bring in US Agent or the new Captain America, whatever. So I'm geeked, man. I can't wait to see where this goes from here.
I'm in the same way. I'm totally excited for watching the rest of every Friday night, at least for the next 5 weeks. I think it's only a 6-episode series, right? We're going to be in front of
only
the TV.
6?
I think it's only 6, but I think they're hour-long episodes. I could be wrong.
Is that 40 minutes plus?
40, 50, somewhere in there, yeah. If they had commercials, it would be an hour-long episode, right? So I'm definitely excited. Every Friday night, me and my family will be sitting there in front of the TV watching this whole thing. So, but Lee, I want to toss it to you. I want to say, what do you think? I know you didn't really keep up with the WandaVision. So did you finally finish WandaVision?
I didn't, man. Like, I guess I will eventually, but
no, that's perfect. No, I'm glad you didn't. Because my question to you is this a show that after this first episode, do you feel like you'll actually finish this one, or does it make you want to continue watching it?
This is definitely like more up my alley. Like, I understood what they were trying to do with WandaVision, and I knew it was going to progress from where it was. But those first 2 episodes were just like I'm ready for it to get to something better, you know? Whereas this is like right from the beginning, like, all right, cool. It's got the action. It's got some cool backstory. You know, they're building your love for the characters, even if you've never seen a Marvel movie ever, and this is who Bucky is. Like, maybe that's what they're trying to do for people that aren't familiar with Marvel. Maybe that's why they're going through that. But either way, you can enjoy this, not having to be a huge Marvel fan and not having to know the backstory or any of the secret little Easter eggs and stuff like that. It's just like, okay, it's an enjoyable 30, 40-minute show. I could see myself, I'd like to see how the storyline is going to progress over the next 6 episodes.
Cool. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, can I ask one more question real quick? Sure. It sounds like we're about ready to wrap it up.
Yeah, we're about ready, yeah.
All right, the Red Wing. Okay, so Falcon has this little drone that detaches. Now, in the comics, he had an actual...
It's an actual hawk, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, was that bird Falcon also named Red Wing?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what they did. They turned the actual Falcon in. I like that application of it as well. I thought the little Red Wing, the introduction to him, was really cool.
Yeah, I like that as an accessory. It should beep or something. Like, you almost make you want to see
like
them kind of talk. Yeah, yeah. Like, that's what I will kind of, because he's fixing it something. But yeah,
he was in another
cool
movie
accessory.
though. Red Wing was introduced in one of the movies. I remember.
See, I didn't even remember.
That was Redbone.
Was that?
That was Redbone.
Redbone? No.
No, Red Bull. Yes.
Oh,
yeah, it gives you wings.
He has some wings.
No, because I remember Red Wing did something, and he's like to what's it? Not Scarlet Witch.
What?
Scarlett Johansson's character.
Yeah, Black Widow.
Black Widow. Yeah, he's like, you go ahead, tell thank you. And she's like, no, I'm not telling that thing thank you. Come on, pet it.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I forgot what movie that was in. I can't.
Civil War.
Was it Civil War? Yeah, it must have been Civil War. Yeah. So,
because a lot was happening in that one. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, so I remember that because I was like, oh, he's got a little drone thingy. But anyway,
yeah, I'd rather that than a bird.
I agree. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that's a great step forward with because I don't remember that being used in any other. I mean, wouldn't it be cool actually? Now I think about it, if that thing became his shield.
Oh, that was a good point. His wings being the shield was a cool accessory. Really quick.
I like that. It looked weird, but I like the idea that he could use them as that.
Well, his feet were exposed too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't he shoot his feet?
Like all of a sudden he twists himself up and it's like this weird octagon.
Yeah, like a box or something. Yeah.
Eli, round it up with you, man. How do you feel about this series going forward?
I love the mythology of the Captain America universe, so I think it's a good way of building both Falcon and the Winter Soldier and that whole world. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with that. I think the U.S. agent or the new Captain America, that part, I'm gonna say maybe they do something weird. That's a weird prediction, but I think they do something with Hydra with that. That would be, I think, a trip for me to see. But I like the world. It's very easy to digest, not too far out.
And less filling.
Yes, but quite tasty.
You can eat a lot of it and you don't feel as heavy when you come out of it.
You're not bloated at all.
You're not bloated, definitely.
Yes, but I love that. I'm looking forward to the future episodes for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Guys, look, thank y'all for joining us on this first ever video episode of the Magic Our Way podcast, or segment. It's not a full episode. No. You can still catch full episodes. Make sure you subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Check us out, magicourway.com. If you want any other ways to get in touch with us, share your opinions, because as you know, all opinions are always welcome on this podcast, man. So get in touch with us today. So on behalf of Lee and Eli and Danny, man, we say magic out. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that discussion of the next installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you want to learn more about us, magicourway.com is the way to go. There you'll find our social media links, past episodes, and more. You can also get in touch with us through the following ways. You can shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com, or you can call or send us a text message. Yes, I did say text at 1-815-MOWEEKEN. That is 1-815-MOWEEKEN 669-4226. And, of course, we have a couple of guys to do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we have Eli does things with comics.
Hey, Rob Liefeld here. Deadpool, Cable, X-Force, Domino, Marvel Comics, Image Comics, all of it. You guys, what is up?
What is up?
Eli Ivory.
Yeah.
What a great name.
Thank you.
Eli Ivory, comic guru.
Thank my parents.
I'm here to talk about you.
Me.
I am here to say, check out ivorycomics.com. That's right, you. Check out ivorycomics.com. ivorycomics.com.
That's it, Rob.
If you're not doing that, you're missing out.
Yes, Lord, they are.
Don't miss out.
The Savages comic cannot be beat, cannot be surpassed. You need to check it out, experience it for yourself, and you know the story. It's all about the glory. Congrats to you and all the magic that you're making with your Ivory Comics. Eli Ivory, comic book guru. Check out ivorycomics.com. Comic book guru. Eli Ivory, the whole package.
But who said to?
Deadpool said to.
You did.
Do it.
Do it.
ivorycomics.com. Right now. Liefeld out.
Man, I'm spit. Like, I mean, how do you top that? I mean, the only way.
And you're wearing a Deadpool t-shirt right now.
That's right, because
Yes, you are.
Deadpool said to. That's it. That's what I do. That's how I shoot pool. That's my nickname for pool is Deadpool. That's how I do that.
Oh, wow.
I tell you what, though, you can always
There's
hear.
going to be like 80 people shooting pool named Deadpool.
I don't know. Usually they use their real names. It's like wrestling.
Right.
Like, why don't you use a cool gimmicky name instead of like John Jones?
Right. At this point in time, like, what do you want to be? I'm Deadpool. Yeah, you can be Deadpool
86.
246. Yes.
I'm Liefeld Deadpool.
Right.
There you go. Of course, though, you can always, you see what Rob told you on the Ivory Comics website. There's always a link that you can hear me and my fellow Merry Mutants do this podcast every day, so you never miss an episode. It's just laughs and comics and art to be had. That is creative buffs talking all this stuff. And Facebook, I'm there sometimes. There's a lot happening there. As long as you're a real person, though, I do say, hey, how your mom's doing and who's cooking gumbo. But if you're a bot, can't mess
No
with
Old
you.
Bay in that gumbo.
No.
There's no Old Bay
I
in
would
that
not
gumbo.
take no bot. I showed Danny, like, I think a couple of weeks ago what a bot looked like. It was some chick that had, like, a really weird name. It was like Najara, Najarat, or something like that.
Najarat.
But it was a picture of a fitness model.
Yes.
And I was like, the fitness model's name is Michelle Lewin, and that's a bot. See, you be trying to trick me, but I'm on to you. That's right. I mean, I sound like I'm on to you, but that don't mean I ain't on to you.
No, it is
right.
amazing how many fitness models try to hit you up for friendships that actually turn out to be other people.
Other people, you
Yes.
know, look, just be yourself.
Yes.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
I'm myself all the time. There you go.
Thank you for being a friend.
All back on down the road, back again.
Yeah, hard is true.
That's right. And I'm your pal and your co-host too.
And your comic guru.
Right. That's it. That's what I do.
And if we threw a party,
you would see.
we do it at ivorycomics.com.
You do it at ivorycomics.com.
That's right.
And you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card on it would say
Cardi B.
and check out Project Gay Show on Facebook.com and EIvory504 on Instagram, and on Twitter you can find me Hancock 10166. So you appreciate the match. You're bringing me the gladness. Put that on the time board one more time, back again, double back, have a sack. Suck that toe.
That's right. And look,
Thank you, Gladness Night.
Yeah.
And the Pips.
and look, if you want to book a vacation,
That midnight train is a mood.
and look, if you want to book a vacation to any of the Disney destinations or New Orleans, Charlotte, hey, look, you can do it with Lee of Magical Moments Vacations. Lee Costa Rica Travel. I'll say that because Costa Rica Travel sponsors us. Lee, how do they book with you, sir?
Just give me a call at 832-431-1621. That's 832-SUCKATOE. 832-SCKATOE.
Suck a toe right now.
Suckatoe. You can email me at lee@magicourway.com. Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/Lastovica Travel. That's LASTOVICA Travel. Instagram, you can find me at You Got a Friend in Lee Travel. And if you do any of that, we'll get you hooked up and booked up with no.
Hasselvika.
That's a callback, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
it is very much a callback.
Let-
But you
make
know,
sure you listen to
seriously,
those
though, if Lee sucks his wife's toes, we'll have her on the podcast next week.
Wait, what?
I'll see what I can do.
All right, you
That
do
totally
that.
sounds.
There's potential in that response.
There is.
And you felt that.
I did. It was honest.
I felt that from my Barry Mutant.
Like, seriously, like, if you're going to be on a travel agent, suck your wife's toes. Come on.
Do what it takes. Do whatever it takes. No one's listening to this part. Like,
That's right.
yeah.
Look,
Who cares?
in
where the true
addition,
camaraderie is made.
Right.
That's the true
Just
part.
please your wife. God
there's so many ways to support the show as well as your wife as a whole, and you
She
can find them
hasn't
all
gone
on our
on the trips,
website.
though.
MagicOurWay.com is where you can find it. Any way in which you can support the show and your wife is deeply appreciated. We also want to take a second. Thank you for being a loyal listener and your wife. And we love hearing from our listeners, especially our wives.
Exactly.
All opinions are welcome in the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So, Mohicans, ladies and gentlemen, we say Kwaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
I have every intention
Of sucking
of eating those
toes.
bananas for breakfast, but I still somehow end up with toes.
Toes.
All the toes.
We love that toes. Yeah.
That big toe there. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. We gonna get our toes.
Get all in there. Get all in there.
That's right.
Get all the toe jam.
My name is
Yeah.
Toad Landry.
Hey, it's Lee from the Magic Our Way podcast.